students of 8th standard, we have started the lesson from your science textbook, that is nothing but lesson number 6, composition of matter. In that first we are going to see the some of the activities there. See page number 43. Try this. Take 3 beakers. You want to take 3 beakers. Take 10 gram common salt in the first beaker. In the first beaker you want to take a common salt. 10 grams sawdust in the second beaker. In the second beaker you want to take a 10 gram sawdust and 10 ml milk in the third beaker. Add 100 ml water to all these beakers. Then you want to stir this solution. So what happens, see there, after that, which of the mixture shows separate water phase? Place the 3 beakers in front of a vertical held paper and pass a laser beam through the beaker from the opposite side. What you want to do? You want to stir this solution, and on the opposite side of the beaker you want to hold vertically a paper and you want to pass a laser beam. And you want to see in which solution the laser beam pass from one end to the another end. At same time, observe what happens on the paper in front of the beaker. You want to observe it, what happens on the paper which is held vertically on the opposite side. Also look at the beaker from the side. From the side you want to also look the beaker. Arrange 3 filtration assemblies in an conical flask. You want to, you can say, arrange a funnel, and in that funnel you want to put a filter paper and you want to put this funnel on a conical flask. Then see, filter paper for doing the filtration. Stir the mixture in 3 beakers and carry out the filtration. What you want to do? You want to stir these solutions whichever you have prepared in the 3 beakers and then filter this solution. What happens? We are going to see further. See here in the next, you can say, part. We are going to see what happens there actually. In the first part, what we have taken a salt and a water. In the second, we have taken a sawdust and a water. In third, we have taken milk and water. Salt and water dissolves completely. That is, we have dissolved the salt in and water. Next, we have dissolved sawdust into the water. But the sawdust cannot be dissolved into the water. And next one, that is nothing but a milk which is dissolved into the water. So in the mixture of a salt plus water and in a mixture of a salt plus milk, they get both dissolved in one another. But the sawdust, whichever is dissolved in the water, cannot be dissolved in the, you can say, water. It remains as it is at the upper side of the water. Next we are going to see here, solution. A homogeneous mixture of 2 or more substances is called as a solution. So what is a solution? A homogeneous mixture of 2 or more substances. Whenever there is a homogeneous mixture, homogeneous means, homo means equal. Equal mixture is there of 2 or more substances, then it is called as a solution. See here, in the first beaker what we have taken? We have taken salt plus water. Then see, in the first beaker, in the above activity, what we see? A mixture of water and salt is formed. In the first beaker, we have taken water plus salt, and therefore the mixture of water plus salt is formed. It is called as a salt solution. Why we call it as a salt solution? Because here in water we have mixed the salt, and the solution whichever is obtained is nothing but a salty solution. Therefore we call it as a solution. That component of a solution which is present in largest proportion is called solvent. Now here we have dissolved two substances in one another. That is nothing but water we have dissolved into the salt. Water is nothing but it is in an liquid state and salt is nothing but in an, you can say, solid state. Now the largest proportion of a substance here is nothing but a water, and the smallest substance, or you can say little substance, is nothing but a salt. Now whichever is in a largest proportion, that is called as a, you can say, solvent. See here, that component of a solution which is present in largest proportion is called as a solvent. What it is called? It is called as a solvent. Then see, the other components which are in less proportion than the solvent, they are called as the solutes. That means the substance which is present in a more proportion is called as a solvent, and the proportion of a substance which is present in a lesser amount is called as a solute. Then see, the process of forming a solution by mixing solutes and solvents is called as a dissolution. What does it mean? That whenever we mix solutes and solvents together in a mixture, then there is a formation of a dissolution. According to the states of the components, solution can be many types. The solution can be of many types. The solutions such as seawater. Whenever you see seawater, in water there are many, you can say, salts are dissolved, minerals are dissolved. So that is nothing but a seawater. Then blue petrol dissolved in water. Salt dissolved in water. Sugar syrup are of the types of solid in liquid. Why we call this solid in liquid? So what it is told, see, here the solution is of type solid in liquid, because here seawater. Water is nothing but it is in a liquid state and the salt is in a solid state. Therefore we call that solid is dissolved here in liquid. Therefore we call the type solid in liquid. Similarly here, blue petrol is nothing but a, you can say, solid. It is in a solid state. When it is dissolved in liquid, that means here solid is dissolved in a water. Water is nothing but liquid. Similarly same, salt dissolved in water. Salt is a solid and water is nothing but liquid. Sugar syrup. In sugar syrup, sugar is nothing but solid and water is nothing but liquid. In addition to this solution can be also be of the type liquid in liquid. Now whenever you see, there may be liquid in liquid also. For example, see here vinegar. In vinegar, in water there is a, you can say, dissolvent of the substances. Dilute H2SO4. There is a dissolving of a concentrated H2SO4 in an, you can say, dilute solution. So therefore we call it as a dilute H2SO4. Then gases in gases, that is air. In air is nothing but a mixture of gases. That what does it tells us? Here the air itself is a gas, and in that there are various types of gases. Therefore it is called gases in gases. Solid and solid. For example, see here alloy like brass, then again steel, stainless steel. Whenever you see the alloy like brass, there is a, you can say, presence of copper and zinc here. So it is called as a brass. Steel, it is presence of iron, nickel, chromium and chromium it is present. Here also same things. So here the solids are present in, you can say, solid. For example, metals, or you can say elements are present in an elements. Gas in an liquid. example, chlorinated water. That means here chlorine is in an liquid state and it is chlorine is in an gaseous state and water is in a liquid state. Therefore the gas is mixed in the water and therefore the chlorinated water is prepared. Again HCl, same, chlorine is a gas and hydrogen is a liquid. Therefore there is a, you can say, preparation of HCl, that is nothing but gas in a liquid. The composition of a homogeneous mixture. Whenever you see the composition of the homogeneous mixture, that is to say solution. What is the, you can say, definition of solution? The homogeneous mixture of two or more substances is called as a solution. So it is uniform throughout the bulk. That means whatever the substance is obtained after the formation of a solution, it is in a bulk state and it is uniform. That means both the constituents are dissolved in one another thoroughly. Then see, if a solvent is transparent liquid, the solution is also transparent. Suppose if the, you can say, whatever the liquid we are using or whatever the solvent we are using is a transparent liquid, then the solution whichever is created is also transparent and passes through the filter paper.